An iconic American building, the house Frank Lloyd Wright designed for manufacturer Frederick C. Robie is a masterpiece of international 20th century architecture. Designed and built from 1908 to 1910, the Robie House is the consummate expression of Wright's Prairie style. Inspired by the expansive landscape of America's Midwest, the house is unrelentingly horizontal in its elevation and a dynamic configuration of sliding planes in its plan. The powerful horizontality of the house is reinforced at every level of the design, from the projecting roofline to the very bricks and mortar of the building. In his design of the Robie House, Wright reconfigures the traditional form of the house, eliminating the subterranean basement, creating a first floor above ground, and elevating the main living spaces above street level. The bedrooms are on a third floor that wraps around the monumental chimney stack. On the exterior, the Robie House is a complex composition of interlocking rectangular masses. Bands of brick and limestone anchor the building to the earth, while overhanging eaves and dramatic cantilevered roofs shelter the residents. The autumnal colours of brick, limestone and plaster all evoke the palette of the prairie. Through his use of materials, Wright achieves a remarkable balance of texture and colour as iron-flecked brick harmonises with the iridescent leaded glass of the windows that encircle the building. Broad balconies and terraces are lined with sequences of doors and windows, allowing interior and exterior space to flow together, while urns and planters at every level are intended to bloom with the seasons. The entrance to the house is positioned behind the main wing, at the end of a long walkway. The asymmetrical approach marks the beginning of a carefully controlled sequence of spaces toward the central living area on the main floor. A low, sheltered doorway eases the transition from exterior to interior. In the entrance hall, plastered walls, an autumnal palette, oak woodwork and leaded glass establish the decorative scheme of the interior. Defined by a sense of progressive discovery, the interior sequence leads from the entrance hall to a central staircase set tightly within the brick core at the heart of the plan. The pathway creates anticipation, offering glimpses of the main floor through pierced wood screens. The hall at the top of the stair is enriched by its many decorative elements: geometric ceiling grills, brass wall sconces, and patterned glass cabinets and doors. The hall creates a momentary pause before Wright allows us to enter the expansive living space at the heart of the home. The open floor plan revolutionized residential design in the 20th century. The great room of the Robie House comprises a living and dining space divided only by a central chimney. In traditional American homes of the 19th century, interior space was divided into a series of compartmentalized rooms dedicated to highly specialized functions. Wright responded by rethinking the interior form of the house, opening interior spaces and creating a flexible, modern living environment. Here at the Robie House, exterior walls are treated as screens, with continuous bands of leaded glass windows and doors that dissolve the boundaries between interior space and the world of nature outside. Harmony and balance are achieved through a consistency in the character of materials, color palette, and pattern. Geometric oak furniture and moldings enhance the sense of unity, while designs for carpets, lamps, and embroidered textiles complete the interiors. The simple beauty of the Robie House results from a remarkable integrity of design, where all elements are part of an organic whole. Wright's vision for modern living, as presented in the Robie House, offered a path forward for architecture in the 20th century. Today, the Robie House maintains its importance as part of America's cultural heritage, a powerful declaration of Wright's uncompromising vision for a new American architecture.